This is the first time a Mac operating system has gotten names like the Windows Vista of the Mac world, or many people are calling so many things. It has been a controversy ever since it's out, and people are having so many issues. Forget the privacy issues that were leaked, but not just that, it is hardware issues, and people are literally fed up. And this is a requested video that I got. Mac OS Big Sur, did I upgrade? What are the issues that I faced? Should you update to Mac OS Big Sur? All this in this video. So Mac OS Big Sur has been out for a month, and it has faced controversy after controversy after controversy with so many things: privacy concerns, data leaks, all these kind of issues. Every time, like Windows 10, it is logging every application you are opening, and not just that, it is actually checking for approval from the cloud. All of these things are happening, and that was a big problem, for a big PR nightmare for Apple. But Apple is Apple, they will do their thing. So apart from that, what is the operating system like? Did I face any hardware issues, or any bugs that are breaking the experience? All of that I'll tell you in this video. So I updated to Big Sur, and just to try the operating system. It is been a nightmare. Don't update, please, for the love of God. If it is your daily driver MacBook, don't update. Like mine, this is my daily driver MacBook. I rolled back to Catalina, the stable version. The reason is it was giving me so many issues. First issue is, okay, before I go into it, if you have the 2013 MacBook Pro, please don't update to this operating system, because it is breaking the laptop, breaking it so hard that you are not even going to get the internet recovery. People are getting black screens after that. So don't do it if you have the 2013 MacBook Pro. Coming back to it, the issues I faced. First thing I faced is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are so inconsistent. For some reason, the AirDrop, all these things, they are all buggy. I had so many issues with it, and not just me, many people are reporting issues with the same. Battery life, it is a nightmare. My normal Catalina MacBook, when I install Catalina on this, it gives me about 8 to 10 hours of usage. That's the battery life I get with my normal usage. As soon as I installed Big Sur, the battery life was 3 to 4 hours. So it literally halved the battery life, or even more, affected the battery life that bad. So bad that I was fed up with it within few days. Not just that, it had major heating issues. Things I used to do normally, like opening up Excel sheets, things like that, these things would ramp up the MacBook fans for some reason. Earlier it never used to do that, so it was heating up. The bottom of the laptop was heating up. Because of all this, I rolled back to Catalina, and now my MacBook is back to stable performance. Not just that, I also had weird display issues. Sometimes when you open up the MacBook from sleep, the screen wouldn't turn on, and you will see some weird, later on if you restart it, it will reappear. And if you connect an external display, I had this issue. After the Mac sleeps, after a certain time of inactivity, the Mac sleeps to save battery. When you wake it up, the external display would start, but the internal display on the Mac would be totally dark. You can't do anything, it won't wake up. You try to put it to sleep, you try to do whatever you can, remove the external monitor, everything, it still wouldn't wake up. For some reason, the screen would be blank. Then the only way to solve this is to hard shut down the computer, that is, hold down the power key, turn it off, boot, and then it'll when you turn it on again, it will start working again. So these kind of bugs are not expected in a Mac operating system, and it feels like beta software has been given to me for testing. That's how my experience was. And you might be thinking, this is on a very old MacBook. No, this is not too old, it's only a 2-year-old MacBook. So I don't know what's going on. How they messed it up so bad, I don't know. It's not that my MacBook doesn't have the hardware to run it. It is a 16 gig RAM version, and the 1 terabyte hard drive, the flash drive version. So the maximum what I could have got when I bought the MacBook, I had given, and that's why I'm happy with it. So don't know how they can release an operating system so bad. And along with that, the UI is so changed, it will take a lot of time for you to get used to it. What happened was, the icons are all changed, so that's one thing that you have to get used to. The mission control has been changed, the dock has changed, everything is changed. The way if you were relying on muscle memory like me, like you are used to how things are, where things are, all of those things are changed. The place where the notifications come, that is really convoluted. It feels like an iPad without touch. So that's how convoluted it is. I am totally not happy with this update. In fact, I would suggest don't update till, if you are okay with all the UI things and everything, wait for them to create a stable version. If it is your daily driver MacBook, this is my opinion, don't update till they have a stable version and they fix all these weird bugs, because it makes the MacBook unusable. Battery life is terrible, the user experience is so bad. And I can understand why people are calling it the Windows Vista of the Mac world, or Windows 10 of the Mac world. Along with that, there is privacy concerns. Every time you open an application, this thing is connecting to the cloud, verifying it, that logging it in open text. That's the issue. It is logging that so and so application was opened at so and so time, and then you are getting approval from the cloud. It's also going to some third party. Many people have put Wireshark on this, and they are seeing that it is going to one third party company which nobody knows who they are. It's not just Apple. So I don't know what they are trying to do with the operating system. Don't update, please don't update. Make sure you know what you're getting into before you update. This has been a total nightmare, and if I didn't have my backup time machine, the Catalina version, if I hadn't backed it up, I would be in a big problem right now. But thankfully I had it backed up, so I could roll back to Catalina, and now my Mac is totally perfect. Wait for some time, maybe 6 months or more, and then all these issues will be ironed out. In the next video, I'll talk to you about the M1 MacBook and what my opinion is about it. That was also a requested video. I'll do that in the next video, since this video has already gone on for so long. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming on soon. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, topic requests, whatever, you know what to do. Leave them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. This has been Jays for Top PVT. I'll see you in the next video.